Would Elden Ring staffs allow you to use magic in real life? No. But would they work as actual weapons? Now, they're not supposed to be weapons, but I mean, even Gandalf uses his staff as a staff to bonk things. And the astrologer's staff is really interesting. The obvious feature is the part that's jutting out at an angle. This does look like it can work as a crutch, so it has multi-use already. It also makes it look like an enlarged tonfa, so you could use it holding it there with the smaller bit sticking out and then the larger bit going behind you. That's not how tonfas were originally used, but that would still allow you to punch with the shorter bit, block with the entire length of it, and swing out with the longer bit. You could also do some elbow strikes, but extended more. And it would lend itself well to some interesting blocks. Instead of blocking right here on the forearm, you could block down here, and that would essentially just act as a lever, and you could strike with this end. Glintstone Staff is pretty much like a pool cube. You have the end that's heavier that you can use in order to focus on striking, or you could just flip it around and have the thinner end and focus on speed. Not too much of a difference given the size of this, but it gives you some options. The Academy Glintstone Staff would be pretty much similar, except the head of it seems to be thicker, but it also looks a little bit like a sword hilt, so it might be asking you to use it like a sword. The Carian Regal Scepter is really similar. It pretty much looks like an inverted sword. Hold it like a sword and use it thrust-wise. Or you could hold it like a staff, and that would pretty much be like holding the sword in the Mordschlag. And you could strike with those pieces that are jutting out for a little bit more anti-armor capability. The Digger's Staff is a multi-tool, and I don't think it would be really the best at digging unless there's something going on there that I can't see. But it is kind of hooked with a pointy bit going down, so you could use it to trap and catch enemies, and that would kind of hurt. Demi-Human Queen Staff looks like it's made of metal and has a few places that would kind of work as crossguards, so could protect your hand, and yeah, would definitely hurt to hit things. The Azure's Glintstone Staff looks like it's made of crystal, and crystal is usually pretty brittle, so I don't think that this could bonk things too well. Lusat's Glintstone Staff seems to be ribbed for whatever reason, but the top of it seems heavy. It's pretty much a mace, so bonk things good. Carrion Glintstone Staff, pretty much a pool cue type thing again. The Glint Blade Staff doesn't seem to be a blade at all, and would be more of a pool cue thing again. Albinauric Staff looks like a heavy piece of wood, so bonk good. Staff of Loss, bonk good again. Gelmir Glintstone Staff looks like it might be kind of similar to a man-catcher type weapon. You could use it to pin people down. The Crystal Staff, I mean, if it's crystal it would be fragile, but the shape of it looks like it could have an edge on the top, so it would hurt thrusting into things, and it's angled so it would hurt things while striking them. Rotten Crystal Staff, same thing. Meteor Staff, pool cue thing. Staff of the Guilty looks more like a twig, so wouldn't really be the best at hurting things, unless it's like super strong wood and then you can thrust with all those points. Prince of Death Staff, kind of the pool cue thing, but with a heavier head, so better striking. And yes, just like the clubs, this kinda can be summed up by saying that long, heavy thing can bonk good.